All right. Hello, hello. What I'd like to do today is show you how I plan to audit my trades, how we're going to measure success and or failure. And so what I have here is an Excel spreadsheet. Obviously, first, what I did was I downloaded my Kraken trades, and it comes with a transaction ID, order ID, all that stuff. I filtered it down to the info that we want. And of note is that Kraken reports their trades in UTC. So these are in UTC time. Okay, so when I went and I downloaded my backtesting data from TradingView, first thing I had to do was convert Eastern time to UTC. So I had to add 4 hours to all these timestamps here. Okay, so just so I don't mix that up again, I'm going to hide that. Oh, before we get into that, I wanted to explain a little bit of how this relay works. So I've got the alert running on TradingView, right? That is not local. So it's running on TradingView's servers. And that way, when the alert goes off, they can like send a message to your cell phone if you have it set up for that or whatever. But the Profit View, PV, is actually running locally. What it does is it runs on my computer and monitors the TradingView alert stream for specific signals. And when it sees that specific signal, it sends a signal over to the exchange. So there are 3 servers at play. There's the whatever's on TradingView. There's my personal computer, and then there's the exchange where it's actually filling on. And in that whole relay, there's a little bit of lag that goes on. So one of the things I wanted to do here is measure that lag, measure the slippage involved between the theoretical entry price at the open of the candle and the actual fill price. So all of my trades are supposed to execute at the close or open of every candle, of every 4-hour candle. Right? But in actuality, there's a little bit of delay there. And I'm trying to quantify that. So first here we got 2 trades that are noteworthy because they did not execute when the alert went off. And this is not the fault of my script or any of the programs I'm using. It's completely my fault because this one, the first one, I let my alert expire. I'm using the basic premium trading view, so the alerts actually expire like every 30 days, I think. So I was expecting the alert to go off, and then when it didn't, I investigated. Oh, sure enough, my alert had expired like that day or the day before or whatever, so I had to restart the alert, and then by that time it was already 21 minutes late. So I counted that trade data when analyzing my return, but I did not count it to measure lag or slippage because that's not fair to the program. And the other trade right here, what happened was I was actually driving across the state. My computer was turned off. It was folded up in my car, so it couldn't make the trade. And that's why you actually see 2 sell orders in a row here, right? It did not enter a short position. It just tried to sell what was residual from the previous trade. But if the script had actually gone off as it should have, I would have actually lost money there. I would have lost 1.9%. So I kind of lucked out. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than smart. But so we're gonna interpret these results with the qualification that had it gone off properly, I would have actually suffered a little bit from that. So we've got those 2 events, and besides that, we can actually measure the lag and the slippage on each of my executions. So it's only been going off for a couple of weeks now. We started this on the 21st, 22nd, somewhere around there. And when I downloaded this data, it was the 8th or the 9th. I think it's a couple days later now, but that's all right. We're just going to work with this data we have. So first thing I did, we calculated the buy and hold return based on the first price and the last price, and the market actually lost 3.8%. Whereas if you compare my beginning and ending balance, I actually have 5% more Bitcoin than I started with. So I call that a success. That's pretty good. In dollar terms, that works out to 1.34% more dollar worth of Bitcoin than I started with because the price is lower than it was. And quick thing on the fees. Kraken has a 0.24% taker fee. They have a different maker fees, but all of my executions are going off on the market orders. That might change in the future. Maybe when I get more sophisticated with my PV alerts, I might venture into some limit orders. But right now it's all market all the time, just keeping it simple. And there are better exchanges that have more competitive rates. And also, if I were trading more volume, Kraken would give me a discount there. But right now, this is what we're working with. If that changes, then I will change the rate here. But this is the actual data, right? This is the actual fee, and this is actually so these values. This is before the fee, but the fee is calculated on the next entry. So if we want to know the real value that we ended up with after all of these trades, I need to do one more step right here. I need to deduct this 0.24% from this value here to get my real final Bitcoin balance. So here we have lag with the exclusion, of course, of these two trades here that shouldn't count against the program because it's not the program's fault, it's my fault. So we didn't count those. Just counting these here and those, we got an average lag of 10.5 seconds. And after investigating so ProfitView actually gives these detailed logs of its communication between itself and the exchange. And so what I can actually see in there is that basically all of the latency is on the TradingView side of things. So if you can imagine that relay I was describing before, so the alert is being computed on TradingView servers, and then the alert goes off, and then ProfitView on my computer sees the stream, the TradingView event stream, and then sends the API signal to the exchange. So all of the lag is occurring between TradingView and my computer, or in TradingView itself. And so there are a couple things I could do about that. One thing might be to purchase a more advanced or a more premium TradingView because apparently they devote more resources or they give computational priority to those accounts that are paying them more, which makes sense. I could do that. Another thing I could try is to cut down on my actual script because my scripts, the way that they're running, they have a whole bunch of other factors, utilities that I've got running in with the strategy that aren't necessarily important for the strategy. So maybe if I cut some of that out, maybe I can reduce some lag. I don't know. Something to try. And if we reduce the lag, then we will reduce the slippage. Quick note, I did calculate the slippage based on the absolute value of the difference between the theoretical price and the actual fill price, right? So it's always counted against me, even if the slippage happened to work in my favor at any particular time. What I'm interested in here is to minimize it always, right? We want more accurate fills or better fills. We're not trying to win based on luck. We're trying to win based on consistent, repeatable, accurate methods. Okay, so that's why I included this and that. And is there anything else I wanted to mention? I think that does it for now. I intend to do one of these audits. I don't know how often, maybe once a month, maybe once a quarter. But I'll be doing this sort of thing regularly for the purpose of auditing myself, keeping myself accountable. And if something does go wrong, maybe there's an error in the script, I want to know about it as soon as possible before it does damage in any type of way. So with that, I think that's it. All right. Thank you.